Universe steps out, a dragon's might. Zodiac hums, we fit with pure light.
Crystal storm in a teacup. Feel the surge in your kneecaps. The verse inspires, let markets merge. Family retires.
Numbers pulse, the moon is lit. Cold coin.
Welcome back to the #1 meme coin, altcoin stream, and all crypto. We talk about the altcoins, we talk about the meme coins, we get into crypto coins, trends, forecasting, all that good stuff. And we get into numerology and astrology, which is absolutely awesome. Got my boy Late Night on Base here. We're on the street. DJ Bill is back, and that's what we need to find out today in this live stream. And then also Pulsechain's going crazy. So we got Pulsechain meme coins, altcoins. Market's kind of 50-50, but Pulsechain's ripping. So, guys, please, if you got a coin you like, share it down in the chat below. If it's good, we'll give you props, and we might get into a great analysis. If it's straight ass, we'll tell you right to your face. So, please, bring us the best coins. Do not bring us any shady stuff. If you show us any sort of, like, rug pull or honeypot or whatnot, I'm kicking your ass out of the chat. It is what it is. What's up, Bill? How we doing?
Hola, ¿cómo está, mi amigos? Estoy
Yes,
en California en mi carro. Yo hablo español. I'm good, man. Having my coffee. Look, I love these Wednesday chats, man. It's like I talk base all the time, and that's cool, and I like it. And I interview some really great projects. And yesterday, man, I had the lead of Fantasy Top on massive project on the space. And then I actually had a project who came on, and he's like the world champion of Magic the Gathering. Really random. You meet really random people on base, but it's cool to have this type of show where I could just let loose, be a fucking DJ, chat about what's popping. You tell me what's going on in Pulsechain. I will tell you what's on base. Both chains are lit, so we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so honestly, bro, this is gonna have to be a Pulsechain heavy show because we got a couple coins, and dude, I got coins that I need to show you that you can't even do TA on, and I never thought I'd see the day. And I'll show you why when I bring up the
let's do it. I'm gonna just reshare this stream on X and where people can see it. I'll be right back. But yeah, let's talk Pulsechain, but let's definitely leave a little room for base because the base trenches are hot. So there's a whole sector that we should talk about.
Yes, sir. And then I got 1 or 2 on ETH. So this is probably going to be a extremely degen live stream today, guys. So guys, please do me a favor. While Bill shares this out, share this live stream out. Comment 3 friends down below. If you got a coin that you like, that you want us to do some TA on, and I'll be very honest with you. If it's trash, we'll let you know. If it's absolute, I guess, gas or really great, we'll shout it out on the live stream. And so let's get more people in here. This is the time to show your bags. And I'll be honest with you, this live stream, the one that I've been on, I know you guys are big like TFC, Alamo, King, what else? Yee. Like this is the live stream where you find it before like the big guys start blowing up. So I think that's one benefit about being a small creator is that you can move a certain way, find those gems, and then shill it out so that, you know, gets out to the masses. But when you got a big platform with like 100K viewers, those guys, they have to be careful with what they shill. They can't be degens. If they're backing up the truck on one coin and they shill another coin, the chart gets absolutely smacked. I'll give you a great example. Crash. He was the biggest shill for Brett, and then he starts shilling Bull on Tron, and Brett took a little bit of a hit, and not many people talk about that. So now we're getting into this attention economy where if you're a big KOL and you're really pushing this coin And when the minute you stop pushing that coin, you shield something else, your baby suffers. So we're getting to that type of market where if you got a big platform, you got to back the truck up on 1 or 2 plays and call it good. So yeah, man, build the bull. Before we get into the degen stuff, I just want to know, well, what's your current thoughts on the trenches? What's your current thoughts on the cryptocurrency market as a whole?
The next 2 weeks should just be explosive. I'm looking at everything heading to the end of the month. The new moon, the full moon's coming, I think on the 11th. And every time the energy, and again, the new moon, full moons really do matter. If you looked at the last full moon, plus we're in Mercury retrograde, I believe, but everything tanked on the new moon, and now full moon's coming. You're gonna have bullish energy for at least 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. Lock the fuck in. But my thesis still remains: the end of August, there's going to be a correction. I just don't know how deep. I believe something's going to happen on the world stage. Blood Moon is undefeated. But again, it might be temporary. But I don't know. Something's going to happen. But yeah, dude, I'm stoked for the next couple weeks.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to ask you about the blood moon. That was my second question, because a week ago or 2 weeks ago, they're talking about UFOs coming to Earth in a few months, and that actually coincides with basically the blood moon. So the beginning of September. I know something over to you, and you had a little you had a little glance at it, but it's crazy because it falls in line with that timeline. So Bill the Bull, do you think blood moon we will have an alien invasion?
Wouldn't you mean like Project Bluebeam? I don't think so. I think there's more likely to be a false flag, in my opinion. But I don't know. I think something will happen. The way it looks to me is like if the next 2 weeks are really, really pumpy, I truly do believe there's going to be some events. The markets have to correct. That'll be your correction. And then you have one last hurrah for the last couple of months of the year. Aliens would be interesting. I do believe in aliens. I do believe they're spiritual forces. I do believe all that's real. I even believe there's shit in Antarctica that they're not telling us about. But whether they come to the world stage, I've been hearing it's 2027. That's the disclosure. CIA, John Ramirez, all those things saying they're going to release the information of aliens 2027. I think it's likely that's more the timeline than now. But we'll see. What about you? You think it's gonna happen?
No, I don't think it will, because everybody keeps talking about it, and so typically, if everyone agrees that this event's going to happen on this date, it's always something different. So, in my opinion, it's probably going to be like what happens on the blood moon is an event that the least amount of people see coming, whether it's like a power outage or something like a war, something on that line. So how I see it is you got like a deck of cards, you got hands that you can play, and you got 5 different hands you can play, and it's got to be the one that the least amount of people see coming. See what I'm getting at here? So
yeah. I think false flag least people see coming. I think alien invasion. Gunnerboat 37 in the comments, 2027 fake alien invasion. Yeah, that's what I heard too. I think that's, if you think about it, a lot of the over the years 2023, there's like the Miami Mall incident. There was something in Vegas. They're slowly dripping information out there to eventually then come, so it's not as too much of a shock. Even though I think the world will go batshit crazy. I think.
Yeah, no, it would not be good when that happens. So all right, well, good stuff, man. You guys got your daily dose of alien invasions, and you got some numerology because 2027 is a universal 11 year, and those are the years when things go absolutely crazy. Anytime the year adds up to 11, got to be very, very careful because 11 is emotional energy. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And that would be one hell of an emotion, seeing aliens.
Yeah, yep. All right, Bill. Well, let's talk Pulsechain. Let's just run it through, man, because I got to talk about this chart before I put it on full screen.
How is this? What's this sorcery that you're showing me? How is this possible?
It's TFC, man. TFC. This is the hottest coin on Pulsechain. And remember when I told you
what does it do? Solve cancer?
Yeah, man. It's actually the cure for cancer. Just kidding. But so when this launched, there's a guy named Tim, OG Hex guy, nicest guy ever. He comes in with TFC, which is a construction company that built one of his houses, and they had this idea to launch a coin that's like essentially an extension of the company. I don't want to say it's a security, but the goal is to have some sort of like asset on the blockchain for this one company. And in the beginning, what they did was they bought up 90% of the supply. And let me just show you a zoom in of the chart in the beginning, just to get the story right. So right here, when this project first launched, came up, got a few snipers, and then slowly they wait for one of the snipers to capitulate and then drop down, and then there's this massive accumulation. Keep in mind, each of these candles are on the daily bill, all daily candles. Came back up, we had another sniper capitulate, come back down, and then next you know, it's see you later. So basically how this project works is you got a majority of the token supply held up, and you got a small amount of liquidity where people can come and buy in, and it's already done. God, man, let me go on the log scale. I'll show you the log scale.
So, but like, what's stopping? I mean, supply control. I assume supply control mixed in with like liquidity stuff. But what stops the? Just an honest question. What stops the team from literally just market selling this whole thing? Because, you know, are you guys just trusting him?
Well, it's reputation, because the Fitzgerald company, TFC, it's an actual company, so they're looking to create a store of value on the blockchain. And if this thing just absolutely gets crushed, it's actually gonna cause a lot of problems in the future. So I think the faith in this type of project is based off of reputation. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense. So then how, okay, so first of all, this shirt's phenomenal. This is crazy. Supply control obviously is a critical piece, but obviously you have to have demand for the project, because I can own 99% of a coin, but if no one cares, no one will buy it. So what did they do? I'm curious, what did they do to get people so excited? Is it just number go up and they are starting to push with their own money, or like what do you think the reason is besides supply control?
So Tim, he basically goes on Twitter and starts responding to messages about stuff in the crypto market, and he starts shilling TFC. Then we had the Trenches live stream with Mo. He started coming on the Trenches live stream, and we've been shilling it for almost, I think, 3 months straight. So basically, Tim has been doing the marketing, comes on live stream, we start shilling out on live stream, and that's actually what gained the momentum. And that's part of the reason why this thing looks like an absolute parabola. Now,
Yeah.
Bill, but here's the thing, man. That's not it to the story, because the story gets even crazier. So
Wow.
I just want to make this clear. And the last thing I want to show you, you know how I like the MACD indicator, right?
Yeah.
So one thing that I love about this chart that I just want to point out here, actually, it wasn't the MACD. It was. Hold on. Let me go on the 3-day. Was it the 3-day? So what's crazy about this chart is if we go on a 3-day MACD, these lines haven't even crossed yet. And I've never seen anything like this. Now, let's shoot up to the weekly, right? Weekly looks absolutely phenomenal, doing a parabola. And then we come over here to the monthly, and the monthly has produced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 consecutive green candles. So when it comes to just a TA perspective, man, this thing's absolutely nuts. Now, I want to talk about what was going on in the recent days coming in here. So our boy Brandon comes in and says, hey, I want to launch a project with the company, build the tech, and reward it to Tim and his team. So they came along and they created this project called the Alamo. It is a 0.5% buy tax, 2% sell tax. What the project does is it adds liquidity to the Rat Pulse Alamo pool, and then also adds liquidity to the Alamo TFC pool. So because that launched, guess how much liquidity is between Alamo and TFC as of right now?
$1 million.
Let me double check the number, because when I was looking earlier, it's 178 $6,000, and the starting burn liquidity was essentially, when this project launched, it was $1,000 TFC, $1,000 Alamo, put it together in a liquidity pool,
Wow.
and it grew from 2,000 to 178K. And let me show you this on Deck Screener.
You know, that's one of the things about Pulse that I always love. It's just like so unique, and like the different tax mechanisms, the game theory. Like, I don't see another chain. I mean, maybe Sonic has something like this, but like all this like cool stuff, like the buy tax, sell tax, putting into the liquidity pools, the webs. You only find that in Pulsechain, really, which is a good thing, because that helps these numbers go up. Because I don't think this project does what it does on base. A lot of projects won't do that because they don't have that like gameplay. But I like that about Pulsechain.
Yeah, man. And what's crazy is I do agree. You have some of the most unique projects, things that you do not see from this world, absolutely going crazy. Yeah. And just right here, 178K. So Alamo launched, and literally within, let me take a look at this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So out of the 7 days, you had 6 beautiful green candles coming across. And so all this does is it builds liquidity between TFC and Alamo, and then it also regenerates the liquidity pool of Alamo versus Rat Pulse. So these are the 2 hottest projects on the market. Part of the reason why TFC looks like a parabola going up is because Alamo is coming on, and it's adding this build on Alamo mechanism to help support TFC in the end. So overall, man, these 2 projects together, man, this actually might retire you guys' bloodline. You see what I'm saying? So what's your thoughts on Alamo in general, based off what
I remember you first showed this to me at like 6 million market cap, 7, 6, 7 or something. I don't know, around there. I just didn't understand it. I obviously regret that. I think it's fantastic. I think if you're in this, you're going to be super happy. I will not be, unfortunately, guys, buying your top. I won't be your exit liquidity, no matter what you guys say. But doesn't mean it can't continue up. But there has to be a retrace. This is not like magic. But it seems like this thing is here for the long run. So what this shows me is, though, there's the appetite in the trenches for Pulsechain. Pulsechain's not dead. This kind of stuff, though, gets me really interested, bridging back into Pulse more than just the PWBTC. So as I told you earlier, like I'm ready to start aping now into Pulsechain, take it a little bit more serious. So I'm ready for what's in store. But yeah, this is fantastic. You guys are eating real well, whoever's in it still.
Yeah. So overall, man, it's a great project, and I just want to give a quick shout out to Brandon from Build the Tech. He came out the steamer, man, dude. Like, no one saw this coming. And when it came out, this thing absolutely went nuclear. And it's probably going to be one of the hottest projects ever. And the last thing I just want to say about this TFC ecosystem, someday there's going to be some sort of TV show, book, or movie that talks about all of this. Because imagine trying to tell this to your wife, your girlfriend, your mom, your dad, your family members, your friends. Like, they're not going to understand this shit until they actually look in and be like, how the hell did this thing explode? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I mean, and it's funny, too, because Pulse, like, overall hasn't, like, the whole ecosystem, like PLS, PLSX, hasn't really done much. So I think once that gets popping, and we all think it will, then projects like this are just going to go even bonkers.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, man. So... And last thing I just want to say about Alamo. So this was a gift from Build the Tech to Tim. Tim and his partners have supply control over Alamo, and it was sent over to them. And then what happened was, in the beginning, it had, I can't remember the total supply, but basically a majority of the tokens were together, and they're trying to rinse out the snipers. And then those original tokens were burnt. Some of the supply sent to Tim and his partners, and then after that, it was a pretty great launch. So, yeah, man. And the only thing I'll say about Pulsechain, the snipers are crazy right now. So when it comes to like pump tires or new project launches, I want to really emphasize to everybody, be very careful, because snipers are on the loose. I've seen projects get like 10% of their supply sniped within the first couple seconds. It's pretty gnarly. So wow. Just a full disclosure. All right. Well, that was TFC and Alamo. Guys, can't really do too much.
Shout out to Izzy Money. Bill said I won't be your exit liquidity. You're damn right, sir. You're damn right. I am not a noob anymore, although there are some very convincing. I like Goo. Goo's attempting. I appreciate you, Goo. The top of today is not the top of tomorrow. This is quite true, Goo. Until that one day you do buy the top, and then, well, but no. Shout out to that.
Oh, here you go. Dump your pee. All
right, BRB. Let me just market sell something. All of it.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So like I said, guys, Alamo, TFC, great projects, all that good stuff, and definitely check them out, and keep in mind we'll be talking about tomorrow and Thursday. Tim comes on every single live stream on the trenches, and he talks about the projects we've been talking about for 3 months until we're blue in the face. And I think what's great about Alamo is now we got another project to talk about in that live stream right next to TFC. So really good stuff.
Cool.
All right. You ready to get into some Pulsechain controversy / drama?
Dude, always. There's never a dull day in Pulse land if there's no controversy.
Yeah, sometimes I think it's like going back to high school. I gotta be honest with you, bro. So
what's the latest?
All right. So there's a project called Peacock. You remember Liberty Swap?
Yeah.
So there's a guy named I think it's like Humpback Whale or Humpy Whale, or I don't remember his Twitter name. I suck at names, but he basically launched Peacock, sent I think it was 25% to the Liberty Swap wallet address. Liberty Swap comes out and adopts this as like their little main meme coin token / mascot of their ecosystem. And right when that happened, Bill, I just want to show you on the chart. Right when that happened, this chart absolutely went nuclear. I think it got up to almost as high as 3 million. So it did a, what was that, like 100x? So basically it came up, did 100x, came back down. Next, everybody in Pulsechain was fudding this thing like it was like the second coming of the Antichrist. And as of right now, it's coming in and going into this nice little accumulation zone. Hopefully it doesn't come down, and I think this is a support right here. I don't want to see it break support. Otherwise, that'll be a huge area of concern. But long story short, Peacock is now being acknowledged and adopted by Liberty Swap as their main mascot. And Liberty Swap has been a big onboarding tool. They've been listed on the Pulsechain.com website. They do a lot of cross-chain swaps and all that stuff. And based off of what I'm seeing, this is actually, give me one sec. Make sure. Sometimes, okay, got it right here. Cool. And now it's becoming like probably one of the most used dApps in the entire ecosystem. Now, I just want to show you one thing before I get your opinion on this. Right here, you see Peacock right here in their description. So yeah, man. So what's your thoughts on Peacock and all the drama and all that jazz?
I think drama is good. There's no such thing as bad attention. It seems like they're not doing anything nefarious. I haven't followed it at all. I hardly even know what Liberty Swap is, to be honest, until recently you guys said. But it seems like, yeah, I don't know why people would have drama these days. Maybe like back in it reminds me of like the 2023 drama with Pete. I guess people don't want to see other projects win. Maybe is that what it is? Like, why would people care if like they adopted the mascot and it did well? Like, what would be the reason for people to FUD that?
Well, the main pushback was somebody came on and did some blockchain analytics saying that there's a massive amount of selling from certain wallets, and they're thinking that this was like an insider type of play. So that is the only pushback about that. I'm not sure who the insiders are, and I don't have that much information, but I think overall I do agree with you. Anytime we see like a project do really well, not only on Pulsechain but Solar base, you always get a wave of guys hating on it, and it's a recurring theme. Have you seen the same exact thing I've seen?
Yeah, man. I mean, there's always, you know what it is? I think it's people salty that they didn't get the opportunity to do so, or they faded it and they run it. It's just people. I don't know. I feel like it's just people like there's no reason for them maybe to make them feel better that they didn't get it. team selling or something. Like, they don't owe anything to anybody. It's not like they market dumped it and nuked it to zero. Honestly, like, you'd be very naive to think anyone on a team who has a pump that high doesn't start selling it. If anything, they did it very properly and didn't nuke the chart. So I don't get the FUD. This is crypto. You know, this is not like, unless if they promised, hey, lock liquidity, or I mean, locked tokens and vesting, and they just like, you know, but this is a meme coin and its chart still looks good, as you said. So I don't get the FUD. I think no one's gonna FUD if Pulse does what, you know, hopefully everyone does, and everything starts moving. I don't think anyone will care until the cycle top. You know.
Yeah, man, absolutely. So yeah, so outside of that, bro, those are the 3 hot coins on Pulsechain right now. And we get a couple mooners every now and then, but ultimately, man, it seems like Pump Tires is taking off, the TFC ecosystem's taking off, and I'm sure in a week or two we're gonna see the new crazy Pulsechain 3D 60 project start to explode, and we'll be talking about, wow, this is insane. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna start bridging over. Like I said, my PWBTC bags are heavy, but you know, that's a cycle play, right? I'm not trying to like, I'll wait till the end of the cycle to see. It's either parity or nothing for me, right? Like, I literally just don't care. It's just like, we either hit it or we don't, and I hope it does, because that would be fun as fuck. I will literally be aping all the copies. There will be a copy meta, but until then, man, I'm ready to like degen and see what's out there. There's been a lot of runners out there, so your boy will be back probably starting today.
Yes, sir. God, awesome. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So, yeah, man. So that's it for Pulsechain. Looks like we didn't get any tickers anybody wants to talk about. We got a couple ETH tickers. That's about it. You see anything on base that caught your eyes recently?
Oh yeah. A couple things. I can't share it right now because I don't have the ability to share on the screen when I'm on my phone. But right now there's a meta going on, which is ZARA. There's 3 things: ZARA, Farcaster, and Base-App. Those 3 protocols are just dominating mindshare. ZARA particularly. I'm not talking about the ZARA token, which 6-7x and ponding. We talked about that, but the energy around ZARA is real, and people are getting very, very excited. And I've been a very strong user these days that's in beta, the Base-App, and it's electric. And Farcaster is taking mindshare. So right now there is a meta going on, which is coins in the ZARA ecosystem and coins that also do Base and Farcaster ecosystem. More utility projects. Right now we're in a utility season on Base. Memes are not dominating anything on Base. It's all utility coins. And Base is really, there's some crazy runners right now. So on ZARA, there's 2 I'll tell you that's around 5 million market cap that I think are fantastic opportunities. Again, I come in, like, I'll show you guys like something that's 50K. That's a total degen play, and I do have one for you. But the ones that are between 5 to 10 million that can go to like 100 plus, I think that's my type of thing that I like, because you can put in some size and you can sleep knowing it's going to go. So on ZARA, for instance, there's 2 things. There is now, you remember who AIXBT is?
Yes.
So that thing went from, and it was through the automated agent through the virtual ecosystem that went to about 800 million, right? Something like that. Well, they created the same AI type agent, an art agent, or just an agent, but on ZARA, and it's currently at like a 5 million market cap. It was literally at like 1 million earlier. It's also an NFT artist, so like it's like the first AI agent on ZARA though. So that's sitting at like 4 to 5 million. It's like the ticker is like some like binary thing. I'll share it to you later, Chris, but keep an eye on that one. But then my biggest play right now on Base is something called QR. If you've been looking at my Twitter, I've been shilling QR very well. And there's a couple reasons. It is the highest grossing protocol on Farcaster by far. Every day, and look at this chart. This chart is screaming all-time high coming up. And it's been around for, 3-4 months. I've interviewed the founder, met him in real life, and he's very well known in the Base crypto ecosystem. He's interviewed guys like Vitalik, and he's a very well-known guy. But Base is starting to put the attention on companies that produce revenue and actually have utility. This company alone, like today, they created they basically create, they've captured the on-chain attention market. So basically, they hold auctions every day. Companies come to try to win that auction, so their project gets featured in this QR code that points them for 24 hours. Today's bid was $1,800. Yesterday's bid was $1,200. This thing is literally producing close to about 600 at the current prices, 600,000 in revenue with zero overhead per year, and that is unheard of. Unheard of. And so this one, to me, it's at 5.3 million or something. I'm betting substantially big on this one because once it breaks 6 million, that becomes the floor. This thing is a bet on Forecaster, on a bet on Base, and a bet on the bull market, because as the bull market continues, more projects are going to want to get attention because they want people to come see their sites, and they produce some really good results. Like any project who wins has seen like a 2 to 3x in their token price within a week. And so when Base opens the mini app to the world, all this attention is going to flow. This is the leader. I'm calling it right now. QR is going to be the next big winner on Base. I just don't see any reason why not.
Yeah, chart looks good, man. We definitely had when it came up, retested at all-time high, broke down, and question is, can we break that $6 million?
Yeah, I'm betting it will. And once it breaks and it holds it, it's on to the races. So these are the type of plays where if you know some TA and you have a bullish narrative, you kind of see the entry points. So like, and I'm not saying from a TA point of view, like this thing could just substantially go. If 6 million becomes the floor, you're right about the area where it's going to become the floor. And then you limit your risk. So yeah, you can wait till it breaks a little 6 million or so and holds. But I'm not even saying the measured move. The measured move is only like a 2x. This thing is, I mean, if you look at it from a longer term chart, it's just up to the right only. It's just up to the right only. And I think it's going to continue to do that. I haven't seen a project that actually has fundamentals, and it's not to pump up. It's not like it's actually like a real company with real value, and Base rewards projects like this. So I'm betting big. This is my biggest play currently in the moment on Base, to be honest.
Yeah, I love it, man. I mean, it looks good, and these are the type of plays I like. Sub 10 can hold 1 mil for, I would probably say, a couple weeks. So, and it's sub 10. These are the types of plays where it can run to multi-millions, if not billions. And I think that's one of the biggest things of this market is trying to find those coins that survive, because so many of these things die so quickly. So I like it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is my pick on Base that I haven't really ever shared. So I think, like I said, Base is truly utility play only. The memes are very, very annoying. Like, I love memes. I love them, but, like, no, they're not getting bids. Toshi just got listed on Binance USA and, like, even, like, Binance, like, Launchpad or something. Not the real Binance, but, like, I guess eventually. And they hardly even moved. So everyone's just bidding Forecaster Base. And, yeah, the other one that I had was, I wish I could share with you, but I shared it. Yeah, 001. What's that?
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no. And the other one I was going to share is a super degen. If you guys are looking for like a 50, 60K market cap coin, that one's called Everything. And Everything is the first ever coin created in a Base app chat room where all the holders get the fees. So that one, I'm doing a space today, actually, in like after the stream. And so this is super low cap, but like I said, the people that are still there pushing, like, and the liquidity is super thin, but like the community is still trying to push it. But this is a bet on the Base app because it's the first ever coin. And so my theory is the first ever coin on a Base app, which was created in the Base app, has to have value. So I'm betting that it will continue to run once people realize, damn, you can create this in the chat room and have everyone in the chat room become to get the fees. It's never been done before. So
yeah.
And it's only 50K market cap, so truly just dust. So honestly, if this gets attention and it doesn't die, which I don't believe it will, because you have 100 plus people ready to push, this can easily go into the millies.
Yeah. Yeah, my big thesis with these types of tokens, if it's, I would probably say if it's under 500K, you don't need to do, you don't need to do crazy
Yeah,
TA. It's either you believe or you don't believe, and that's
exactly.
it. So
And you don't even have to, put a lot in, right? These type of prices, especially sub 100K, don't bet the kitchen sink or nothing, but like, you can put in a little bit and it's like truly an asymmetric bet. If it loses, whatever. But if it wins, you're good.
yes, sir. Love it. Love it. Good stuff, man. So hey, Build a Bull gave you some absolute awesome cooks. I like this one. I always love playing the casino because man, like something about sub 100K and and like that fast money and that high risk stuff. I love that shit. So good stuff,
It is
man.
fun.
Great cook. And the other thing I just want to ask you about with base is you're saying that the utility coins are doing well. So do you think in this upcoming altcoin season, base is going to transition from being a meme coin layer 2 to a utility layer 2 in your opinion?
It's already happening though, man.
Right.
It's already happening. I think it's not to say that the base memes aren't going to run. I think they'll catch a bid, but like I think the utility coins have a much, because I think the type of investors that are on base and the type of people, they value something like that more than just a meme. The memes are very, very saturated. And again, not to say that the memes won't run, but it is showing that like the biggest plays are the utility plays on base, and I think it's foreseeable future. There was one project that went from nothing to about 150 million. It was called like TIBBIR, and that's again some like automated agent from like a really famous person or some shit like that. But they value utility and AI. That is the play. Like, look at this fucking thing. This thing has literally just gone up, up, up. It's not a meme. It's like straight up utility. I'm like I didn't realize how much base values utility until kind of recently. I've been diehard like, fuck yeah, let's go memes. And I like memes, but they're not having charts like this anytime soon. But not to say don't sell your memes for this. Have exposure to both. But I think as base app grows, people come in, they're going to be looking for, you know, real type of assets to invest in. And that's why to me QR makes the most sense, because it's literally one of the only protocols in all of crypto that actually makes money, a substantial amount of money. So to me that has value, along with like AI stuff and Zora. I think that's not going away anytime soon.
Yeah, I think when Zora pumped, that's when the whole utility thing, well, the utility stuff behind base kind of registered in my brain, because I saw that shit at like 10 to 15 million. And I was like, I don't know, man. Maybe they just keep it mellow for a little bit and then wait for altcoin season and pump it up with VC funds. And then recently they full synth that shit after Pump Fund was having some issues. So in my opinion, I think the reason why they did that on Zora was because they're taking advantage of a situation where Pump Fund was in this self-sabotage mode with the founder on Thread Guys podcast. And they used that as a way to catch attention because they're using Zora to compete with Pump Fund and Bonk on the base chain. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
And
Well, and then just think about it too. Like now, and it's a smart move because everyone, even haters of Zora, like are now being like I have a creator profile there, and people now have been like on ramped in, and it's fun. And like I tip like other my friends who are creators, like a couple bucks. Like I don't even care about my coin, but some people are buying it just because they want to support the homie, and like you climb the leaderboard. But that's the flywheel. Now everyone on the timeline wants it, and they had Fake Taxi, the company, come in. They hit about 7 million market cap. All it's going to take, and Coinbase has, this is my thesis that I said on stream yesterday. Coinbase has unlimited money. They know everybody in the world. There's no one that they can't talk to, right? All it will take, say they get Mr. Beast, and they know Mr. Beast. They've done business with him in the past. What happens, do you think, if Mr. Beast comes and launches a coin on Zora? They pay him to be like, hey man, launch your coin, whatever. Everyone in the world will know what Zora is, and they'll floodgate. And then people will be like, oh my God, I made like $300 on Mr. Beast's token. Oh my God, like you speculate. The world will come on chain. And it doesn't have to be him. They literally can just start getting like those type of people because they have the narrative to sell. So to me, once that happens, everyone's going to come to base. They're going to look at, different projects. That's why I think having some exposure, whether it's to the Zora token or like the AI agent on Zora, something of that nature, I think makes sense to me. I'm betting on Zora's success with this AI agent because it's like it's only 5 mil market cap and it's an easy shill. It's just like, hey, this is the AI XBT of Zora. Whether or not it does anything, people register with that, and I've realized that. So, you know, get a bag and just chill, and that's the way I'm playing it. But I think Zora's not going anywhere anytime soon for sure.
Yeah, I agree, man. And you know, these are some great base cooks, and it's funny because I burst a little bit over base the other day because I wanted to add more to my cooks, and dude, this is actually be a perfect one. So I'm gonna start loading up on this. So good shit, man. So good stuff.
So,
Cool. All right. So we got about 20 minutes left. I guess we'll go.
I actually got 10 because I need to do that space in 10, 12 minutes.
Okay. Oh yeah.
For everything.
Sorry. Yeah, it's 3:48. Sorry, I completely messed up on time. Yeah, so we got about 5 to 7 minutes left. I want to do one last cook that I really like.
Yeah.
So Bill, you know how everyone's saying believe in something on Ethereum?
Yeah.
And then you see those
you
see those 3 big letters ETH. Well, guys, I found the perfect meme coin that nobody's talking about. I shilled it in the next layer trading calls at a 500K market cap. I didn't put it anywhere else. I put it in there because I wanted the believers to get in on this project, and it's performing well since we made that call. And so the name of this project is something. Let me do a quick screen share. Click the wrong button. So long story short, if you guys go and check out what Joseph Lubin, Lina, Consensus, even the Ethan Foundation have been talking about, they have been saying the slogan believe in something, and the ticker is SOM capital ETHING. It's just that simple. I see it all over Twitter, all over social media. It's even on LinkedIn. I firmly believe that this is going to be one of the hottest memes on Ethereum, especially because not many people have taken notice to this, and they don't understand that this is going to be the slogan of Ethereum during this altcoin during altcoin season. So just doing a quick breakdown, and I'll keep it short. Actually, before I do the TA, Bill the Bull, what's your thoughts on the believe in something token?
I mean, I like it. I like these catchphrases, and this chart looks really good. Little massive cup and handle. I see that. When did it launch?
This launched on, let me move this out of the way, July 29th, 2025.
Oh, okay, so it's pretty new. Yeah, so I mean, listen, I think this is a giant cup and handle. I think it's about to break this resistance. And when it does, that flips into support, and then see what the fuck happens. What's the all-time high? Those wicks. Is that like 2?
Let me look on the market cap. That is about 1.87, so right around 2.
Yeah, so I mean, I think it's a guarantee that it's gonna at least hit that. With this, I don't know what the measure move of this cup and handle is.
Let me look at it.
But I think this is definitely a good narrative that can sell for sure.
Yeah, so
probably the measure move is to the all-time high, huh? Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So listen, there's gonna be a lot of fucking selling at all-time high. Not only is it a double top at that point of the previous all-time high, it's the measure move of the cup and handle. So for right here, that's where I would target to exit. And I know if you don't exit, other people will. So what I see playing out is it's gonna hit that, then it's gonna need to retrace. It just has to. And then once it flips that all-time high, then at support, then it's fucking game on. Then you'll start seeing money go because that becomes the floor. So 2 million, you flip that into support, boom, off to the races. But
Yes,
take
sir.
it step by step.
No, I agree, man. So like I said, I like this project. I think it's going to be a big play on ETH. And the thing that sold me on it, Bill, nobody's talking about it. I don't see any big KOLs or any big accounts. And so it was a done deal for me. And sooner or later, you'll probably see it everywhere. And everyone's going to be like, oh, man, I bought this thing at 100, 200K, blah, blah, blah. And they're all going to be lying, and as usual. So it is what it is, man. So, all right, guys. Well, we're coming at the end of this live stream. Bill's got to run to the everything. Twitter Spaces. Yeah. So he's got to run over to that. Bill the Bull, any last thoughts before we wrap this thing up?
You know, full moon's coming. Time to pump the market, man. Next 2 weeks. The markets look good. Today's move from like Bitcoin, I've been tracking XRP and Doge really well, and it was massive moves today. So I think the start of this next leg is up, and I think like up until like the 21st, 22nd, I think it's gonna be super bullish, and then afterwards, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see coming blood moon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good stuff, man. And just want to say this is a great live stream. Check out, keep your eye on the blood moon. We got the new moon coming up as well. And, you know, keep in mind, stuff's running on Pulsechain. It's getting pretty nuclear. So I guess we'll probably have to be talking about Pulsechain almost every live stream if there's stuff mooning over there. So, you know, guys, definitely tune into the show. Make sure you leave a comment down below. Let us know 3 friends that you think should view this live stream, because we will keep you up on the trenches. We'll continue to give you all that information, and the big thing that we want to see is you guys win, because at the end of the day, if you guys are cooking the trenches, then we win. All right, and last but not least, guys, just want to say, if you like meme coins, you're slightly autistic, check me out at theverse369, and don't forget to follow Bill the Bull at Late Night on Base. And be sure to know the top signal is when Bill the Bull changes his name from at Late Night on Base to Late Night on Robinhood. Just
Very
kidding.
true.
All right, guys. Peace out, y'all.
Cheers.
Run from the void, a flame awakens slow, cosmic strands in a quiet flow. Numbers hum through